What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Block Specs. I just finished up a live stream with the Lego Brit, in which I started building here the Imperial Armored Marauder. This is set number 75311, comes with 478 pieces. So I'm going to finish building this bad boy, and then I'm going to compare it over here to the Hoth Atst, which is set number 75322, comes with 586 pieces. We're going to put both of them together, see which one we like better, and see which one gives you a better bang for your buck, guys. Stick around, you don't want to miss it. Alright guys, so like I said, we started this up. I'm going to put this bad boy together really quick, and we'll be right back to review. Alright guys, so let's get a quick shot of the Hoth Atst here, and you know, it's pretty decent. I like the design. From what I'm looking at, it looks pretty good. Not a big fan of the Technic pieces they use here. I wish they would have done some kind of coverage for it to cover it up just a little bit, but you know, like I said, it still looks really good. It's got a couple play features here with the stud shooters. You can see that in the front there. They're used by shooting off here. These two right here, you gotta do is push them inside and they'll go going off. You got some nice printed pieces here in the back. Love the way they accentuate the back there, but it's a nice set. Cannot really complain. Of course, you can open it up and put your trooper in there. You got the hatch that can open up right there as well, so you can have the trooper popping out. And it's pretty cool because you see that right there you have kind of two clips right there that you can use to store the driver's gun and binoculars, or whatever you want to call it. You can see the control panel in there. That's the inside of it, but nonetheless, it is a pretty cool thing. The only thing I really do wish they would have kind of done it where they can have these little eyes open and shut. They are permanently shut, so there's not much you can do to adjust and open that, like the other one. I think the last one, just to compare it, guys, here I'm gonna throw in Mandalorian Atst Raider. So this one also for 50 bucks. So you can see that they're very similar in size and stature, but of course this one has little eyes you can open and close with. So that I really wish Lego would have done it with the Hoth one. And I know it's the winter, so they mostly keep it closed, but it would have been nice to have it open. This one comes with 4 minifigures. I got them all standing here, but the Hoth Atst comes with 3 minifigures. So again, they both retailed at 50 bucks, but this one comes with 1 less minifigure. They both have the little feature here where you can turn the head by rotating it here, and it does it very freely, so it's nice and smooth, no problems there. Posability, I think you're pretty much stuck with that, although somebody tried to pose it and they couldn't really get it when you got it here, because then it would start to lean over a little bit. But I was able to manage to get it somewhat posed here, and it's a little wobbly to this stance here. You can see it looks like it's kind of falling over, but I actually was able to get it. That is about as close as you'll get it without it falling over, but it wants to fall, you know, so it doesn't have much posability, but hell, some playability, there you go, it falls, and then you have some pieces falling out. But there it is, guys. It is a pretty cool set. Again, for 50 bucks, I think pretty much the price is there. The price per piece count is there as well, and I think you get your money's worth out of it. Let's get straight to the minifigures here. Alright, so this is not a minifigure, but I'm going to start off here with this Imperial Probe Droid because it's actually one of the nicest little micro mini builds that you've seen for these little Imperial Probe Droids. It's actually a really nice build. Yeah, like that. Again, the Mandalorian Atst Raider, or whatever you want to call it. It's comes with 4 minifigures. This set comes with 3 minifigures, but it also includes this little micro build of the Imperial Probe Droid. Really nice build, really detailed, pretty cool. Let's get to the next. Let's get to the minifigures here. Alright, so here we're going to start off with the first minifigure is the Hoth Rebel Trooper, and it's a pretty standard trooper. It looks pretty cool. Got some nice little front print there in the torso. Doesn't have no leg print, no arm print or anything like that. Of course, they're in their snow gear, so it's pretty bland, pretty white. She does have a little rucksack, backpack, whatever you want to call it there. Nice little hat that she's wearing there with her goggles. And she's got that nice little blaster that you see there. Pretty neat, but let's take a look underneath the goggles, see what she looks like. And I say she because you can in fact see that she is a female. She definitely got some lipstick there and some eyeliner there that identifies her as a female. And there's her second face print. As you can see, she has two prints, and this one's a little more mean mugging face print. Looks pretty cool. And I did take off her little backpack there so you guys can see that she also has a little bit of the back print there in the back of her. Unfortunate though, without the backpack, you can see the second face underneath that helmet. So if you're taking off the backpack, you're gonna see the mouth in the back there. So kind of looks funny. But yeah, that's the only drawback to it if you take off the backpack. But you know, again, I'm gonna leave it on with the backpack. It looks pretty cool nonetheless. Let's move right along to our next minifigure. Alright, and here's our second minifigure here. This is the Atst Driver. And I like this minifigure. It's actually a really cool minifigure. I think like simplicity in it is actually what makes it stand out. You got the three little pouches in the front there in his front torso. And you got leg print coming down to the legs. Looks really good. The gray and the white I think look really nice. No side print whatsoever. That helmet, you can see it's got the print of the goggles at the top of his helmet. Looks really nice. Got some good detail there. Nice little back print as you can see as well. And he does carry his little goggles, binoculars when you call it, and his little tiny side pistol, whatever you want to call it, the blaster there. And I do believe he has two face prints. And there he is, the second face print. And yeah, it looks a little more smirky. Definitely still looks a little evil, but it's like a little menacing smirk he's got there. But all in all, it's a pretty cool minifigure. I like this Atst Driver. Let's move on straight to the next one, Chewbacca. And here he is, El Chewie. El Chewbacca with snow. He's covered in snow. I was pretty excited to see this Chewbacca come out. Definitely my first Chewbacca in his snow-covered outfit there. Got the little white speckles going all the way to the top of his head, all the way down even to his feet. You can see his feet look like they're covered in snow. He's got his little crossbow, you know, stud shooter there, whatever you want to call it. And the back, again, got some nice little detail with his belt there, his armor belt, his ammo belt, whatever you want to call it, and a few speckles of white in the back as well. So that is Chewie. I'm super stoked that I got this Chewie. It's my first snow-covered Chewie in the collection. So super stoked about it. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so here it is, the Armored Marauder, the Imperial Armored Marauder, and it is an absolute beauty. I just absolutely love this set. I can't complain much about it. Some people say it looks a little too rugged and blocky, you know, compared to the other vehicles you see in Star Wars where they're real sleek and smooth and everything like that. I understand it, but it just seems like this Marauder is supposed to be a little, you know, rugged and dented this way. So I like the little study look that it has, the little boxy look. It's pretty cool, and this one got tons of play features, ladies and gentlemen. So we're gonna start it off right here in the front. You see that it's got the two little stud shooters right here. Of course you can shoot them off. I'm not gonna do that because I hate losing my studs there, but you can open this up here, the top hatch and the bottom hatch. You reveal this little control panel right there in the front, and then you can grab one of your troopers and set them on in there. So there he is, all nice and seated. Looks really cool. Even with his gun, you can go ahead and close it on up, and it looks really nice. Now I don't know if you can see, I'm gonna try to shine the light in here just a little bit, but it has a little window there so you can kind of see the trooper. You can't really see it in there, can you? But yeah, it's a little window pretty much. You can see the trooper right through it. So I'm sorry I don't have the best of lighting. There he is, look at you can see that the trooper's eyes come right through that little window right there. So it's pretty neat, pretty cool. And of course, as I turn it around, you see that you have the whole side of the vehicle here. It's got lots of features here. So we're going to start off right with the doors here. They do open up, so you can kind of, it's a little difficult. You're going to have to pull up with this Lego here, lift it up, then this comes and opens up. And in the pictures, it makes it seem like these troopers can kind of just waltz on in there and they fit walking through, but they in fact do not fit standing up there. So you can kind of have them leaning leaning on the door right there. Maybe he's a little tipsy or whatever. I don't know. But they won't fit right through the door. Nonetheless, you close the legs up. They do have a little space for him to sit right in there and sit them nicely there. So a little bit easier with the kids with the small fingers to be able to get them in there and seat them in there. But that's one of the features here. Then you got this little turret that spins back and forth. It's actually fairly loose. You can see I barely tap it and it moves anywhere. So it'll probably move just, you know, by tilting it, shaking it or whatever. So it's not the most stable, but nonetheless, I kind of like it. It kind of has its own direction and kind of goes wherever it wants to. Then you got this little opening here. So this is where you're going to be carrying this little crate. I think this is really cool. You're going to open this up here. You're going to reveal that there is a little crate there. Now it is difficult to just yank out with your fingers, so you're going to have to kind of just toss it to the side to get it out. But look at this. Isn't that a doozy? You get a good shot right here. Nice little Imperial printed logo there. Then you got some lettering on the side. Really sweet. And this just goes ahead and slides right back in here. So you could slide it any which way you want. It's fairly easy to do so. Just kind of wiggle it in there and you close it shut. And there you have it. So it's pretty cool that you have that little container, that little case. I don't know that it fits anything. Give me a second, let me find out. So yeah, confirmed it. It is literally impossible to put anything more than one single stud. I tried putting two side by side. I even tried to stack it together, but it pretty much is only going to be able to carry one. So it can close securely like that. But at least you got one in the crate to save yourself a little stud shooter in case they get lost. You know where they're at. So as you continue to turn it around here to the back, this is one of my favorite parts of the vehicle. You can see it's got some really cool luminescent pieces here to show the thrusters in the back right here. It looks really nice. And again, you got that little turret at the top that shoots these two little stud shooters here. It goes back and forth. More importantly, of course, you can open this hatch up to reveal a little seat in which you can put your little stormtrooper in. So once he's seated there nicely, just like in the other one, you can still put him with the gun. Of course, that gun is kind of prevent that turret from turning completely all the way to one side here. See, it's going to hit. So, well, actually, it doesn't do too much. So that's pretty much it right there. It does move with the turret, so that's pretty neat right there. It turns and looks anywhere. But if you close this up, you can see it also has that little window. You can barely see him, huh? But yeah, there's the little trooper. He's inside, hiding inside there. You can see the little face through there. It is pretty neat. But yeah, there it is, guys. Really neat feature in the back right there with that turret and that stormtrooper right there. You keep turning it around, you see the exact same thing you see on the other side, including this little box where you're able to keep another stud shooter if you like. But it's got the same box on this side, got the same turret here on this side, and the same doors that you would see on the other side. And so the last feature I want to go over here is the top. So it's a little bit more difficult to see, so I'm going to kind of lean it to the side here. But you see that it has these two hatches right here. So one hatch here you're going to pull from the top right here. It is going to reveal a little tiny hatch in which you can barely fit. Now they got Grief Karga sitting at the top there, so I'm going to go ahead and put Grief Karga up there. You can see that he sits up there nicely, and that is what he looks like. Looks pretty cool up there. You're going to have to take him out, put this down, and then lift this up so that that can stay open. And even as it opens like that, it is a little tight of a space in there. You do have space to put two minifigures in there, so it's pretty neat, but it's a little difficult with bigger hands. Of course, the kids probably got the smaller hands, probably have a little bit of an easier time doing it. But it is really cool, guys. It's got so many great play features, guys. It has the back opening, the side opening, the turrets, the stud shooters. You got 4 stud shooters, the 2 hatches at the top, and of course the front and back cargo or spaces for the troopers there. Look really cool. But that is the Armored Marauder, guys. Really awesome set. A lot of great, cool, playable features. I think the kids will have a great time with it. That is it, guys. Alright, so here we're going to start off first with these 2 first stormtroopers here, and they are pretty much identical. They have the same helmet mold, same torso print, same leg print. They even got the same blasters. No side print, no leg print. You should turn it around. Got nice detail on that helmet. Love the gray and the black tone, and on top of the white there. Got some nice back print as well. But as you can see, they are exactly the same. Everything throughout the front and the back. So basically, these 2 stormtroopers are exactly the same. Or are they? If you take off the helmets, they are not exactly the same. They are in fact 2 different stormtroopers. And I love this because you know, it just seems, I don't know if Lego's been doing this or whatnot, giving these different color tones and including different genders. I don't know how many females they've been making in the past, but we got another female here. That is definitely a female. If you look closely, she definitely has some lipstick and some eyeliner there. So definitely a female, which is cool. So you got a light toned female there, and then you got a dark toned male there. So pretty cool. Again, they're two different minifigures in that case. The uniforms are exactly the same, but the person underneath are different. Unfortunately, they do not give them any sort of back or second face print. So that is unfortunate. You only get one face, but nonetheless, they are two different stormtroopers here, guys. Pretty neat. Let's get straight to the next stormtrooper here, the Mortar Trooper. And here he is, guys, the minifigure everyone's kind of looking out for this set. It was officially the Artillery Stormtrooper, also known as a Mortar Trooper, but it is absolutely beautiful. I love the yellow, the black, and the white. Again, my alma mater colors from high school is yellow and gold, so anything black and gold, beautiful to me. No side print, no arm print. Unfortunately, you see that he does have his little backpack, probably some extra casings of mortar or something that he's carrying in the back there. He has that little sleeve. I'm going to take off his helmet and the little backpack there to see what's underneath in his back print, but there you have it. He has his little mortar gun right there, which looks pretty good actually. I think they did a really good job building that little mortar. But there he is, guys. Let's take off the helmet, see what he looks like. And you see here without the helmet, he is a light-skinned male. He got some scarring in his face, so you can see he is a seasoned veteran of combat warfare. Looks really cool. And when you take off the backpack, look at that detail in the back. It is actually really, really nice. I haven't seen that much detail in the back in most of these figures, and that is pretty nice. But that is our Mortar / Artillery Trooper, guys. A really cool minifigure. If people are going to get this set, it's because they want this Mortar Trooper. Of course, it's a great set, but this is a nice addition. Really like it. And of course, last but not least, we have Greef Karga here, and this is actually a really nice Greef Karga. I think the only other one I have was from the Razor Crest, and this is definitely an upgrade. You got no side print, no leg print, anything like that. If you turn him around, you see that he does have a little bit of print in the back, which kind of represent his cape or whatnot, but it looks pretty cool nonetheless. Got a nice little hairpiece there. His face and his face print there with the little gray beard and the gray mustache and everything. I think they just did a really great job catching his expression and his character there. Really great print. I love how the print goes all the way from the top to the bottom and it just kind of goes nice and fluent. It's pretty nice. Now, he does not have a back face print, so unfortunately we don't get a second face. If you were to put a second face print, there'd be no way for you to be able to hide that beard. Can you imagine having the hairpiece on and being able to see the bottom beard and his lip, because it goes pretty low. So you see the hairpiece in the back here, you can see that it kind of exposes it, and you see that if they would have put the white beard, because it goes really low, you would have definitely been exposing it in the back of this hair. So they didn't put a second face print, so that's probably why they didn't put a second face print, but that is okay. It is still a great minifigure nonetheless. It is absolutely beautifully detailed. I love the Greef Karga. That's him, ladies and gentlemen. Let's finish this up. Alright guys, that was it. That was the review of the Imperial Armored Marauder and the Hoth Atst. These are both amazing sets, guys. Trying to decide which one to go with. If I had to go with one, I don't know, guys. It's like, you got Chewbacca, this amazing minifigure. You got some amazing minifigures in these one over here with Greef Karga and the Mortar Trooper there, and they're just both really good sets. This one I think has a little bit more play features, so if you're looking for more playability, this one. You want more posability and displayability or whatever, I think I would go with this one, but you can't go wrong with either one of these sets, guys. But I truly hope you enjoyed you guys' time, guys. If you guys did, please don't forget to smash that like button. Definitely don't forget to subscribe, guys. We are trying to hit our next milestone here, which is a 500 subscriber giveaway, in which we're going to be giving away the Batmobile and another Tatooine homestead, and maybe another throw in a little prize or two. See what I got here lying around. But guys, I definitely appreciate you guys as always. I love you guys. May the force be with you guys, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.